Hi. My name is Sharkbait Ua.
And this is Christina.
And welcome to our thing.
Your thing.
Where we talk about my thing.
And mine.
And if fish are friends and not food, we might just talk. Maybe a little bit. Maybe some. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe more. Mm-hmm. But it could be your thing. We might talk about your thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I heard from what you just said.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of trying to
you were hinting at it.
I was like, I was just being a little subtle and
it's
really
like we're foreshadowing the potential of talking about your thing.
Yeah, it's sort of like, ooh, are we going to do it? Are we not going to do it? Like, where is the story going?
We're edging you.
So, something that I noticed right now in this current setup, there is a ton of visual stimulus behind you that I'm ADHDing on.
Yeah.
And you have this wall and sort of this map.
Yeah, I'm looking at you with a blank. There's nothing on your side.
Yeah, looking at you, I'm looking at an I Spy.
Yeah, oh my God, there's a literal dollhouse behind me.
Yeah, no, she, and
a bunch of little trinkets.
And she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She may have seen a little bit of a better day before, but she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
Her hair, she teased her hair.
Yeah.
And that ruins it.
And when you tease it, you piss it off.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really something you can only do a few times before your hair goes to total shit.
Yeah. And, there's just a lot of like stuff to look at. But, I think it's good for me. I think it's almost in a way grounding.
Uh-huh.
And you know what else is grounding? Being on this podcast.
Yeah.
And listening to this podcast is really grounding.
Yeah. And what's crazy is this is a true, this is one of the few episodes I think where we genuinely have not talked in between the episode.
Yeah, we haven't talked in a while.
We haven't hung out.
You went to rehab.
I did go on a trip.
Yeah, it was really tough for you in rehab. And honestly, I was flying high.
Yeah.
I was like, she's not doing crack in the house anymore. There's no needles all over the floor. The walls aren't turning yellow. Crystal was she's finally no more bruises.
Well, I did it for Crystal.
Yeah, you gotta get clean for the people you love.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you did take a trip, and we will talk about that.
We will,
because I know you're gonna talk about it.
I might be talking about it.
You may talk about a little something.
My thing might be related.
Maybe a little something.
Yeah, but you have a thing, I'm sure.
I do have a thing that I would love to bring up. So, me and David, my boyfriend David, not to be confused with our friend David.
Yeah.
The
main David we
always referred to, but
he's the main David.
But me and David, we have chemistry.
What?
I'm kidding. No, but anyways, so me and David went to Six Flags last week.
Oh, fun.
Which was super fun. I love Six Flags personally. So fun. Apparently, Hurricane Harbor is closing down next year.
Does not surprise me in the least.
Yeah.
Six Flags, honestly, when you go there, as fun as the rides are, that place is like foot out the door. It's dead.
It was not dead when we went.
Really?
There was a lot of people.
Oh, wow.
There was tons of people.
That's so good.
But Hurricane Harbor, though, I know that place is on its last legs. It's also not that fun.
Uh-huh.
And I think Six Flags is probably one of those themes parks that I looked it up. Six Flags has a ton of parks. Mm-hmm. Like a lot.
Oh, wow.
Like Disney, you got Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Paris, Disney Sea in Tokyo. Mm-hmm. And really that's it.
Yeah.
And their thing is they maximize those four. Mm-hmm. Six Flags went with divide and conquer. There are like 30 Six Flags locations.
Wow.
All across America. Some of them within 100 miles of each other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah. The Six Flags Magic Mountain is also very close to another Six Flags that's like a little under 100 miles away. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, maybe this is why Six Flags is doing so bad financially.
Yeah.
You get all these Six Flags and not enough customers.
Yeah, because people don't go to Six Flags anymore.
Yeah, which is a shame because I do love Six Flags.
I do think it's more fun than, like, for instance, Universal.
Oh yeah,
I have so much more fun at Six Flags. I like fast rides.
Yeah, well, I think Universal as well is it's truly a theme park.
Yeah,
it is more about the experience of being there than like the rides. Like Universal does have some good rides. Like Mummy is great.
Yeah.
The Jurassic Park ride is really fun to be on. And then like the Mario ride is also fun as well.
Yeah, the Mario ride's fun.
But I think
But
like,
it's not like they don't have roller coasters.
No.
The Mummy's their closest one, and that's not like a great roller coaster. It's fun.
No, it is very fun.
I think it's more like because of the theme of it, it's more fun.
Yeah, you also canonically die on that ride.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Your souls are the mummies.
Yeah, or his forever.
Yeah.
And also E.T. is on that ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked for him. I couldn't find him.
We did learn that. And then, but yeah, so Six Flags. Great place. Love the rides. My favorite ride at Six Flags is Tatsu. That's the one where they pull you up and you get to like fly.
Oh, yeah. That one is so scary. I love it.
I love it. When I went on that one, I was like, you know what? This feels so corny to say, but like, this is probably what it feels like to fly.
Uh-huh.
You know, because that's the point of the coaster, is it's supposed to feel like you're flying. And I was like, this one I think truly captures the essence of like, yeah, if I was flying, it would feel like this.
Yeah, that's what I think every time I'm on it. I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm flying.
Yeah, and you know, here's the other thing too about Six Flags. So now they have a Six Flags app, which is nice. I'm sure they've had it for a while, but you can look at it and it'll tell you like ride wait times. It'll also navigate you to rides.
Oh, nice.
Which is really nice. And then the other thing that we found is that all the rides are ranked on thrill levels. And I want you to guess. So it's 1 to 5. I want you to guess how many rides are rated thrill level 5. Bonus points if you can guess the ride.
I would guess 3. And I think the 3 are Tatsu. I think would be one of them. I think
X2.
X2 is another one. And do you know them?
I do.
Did you give me 3 names? I could pick it out of multiple choice.
Out of a bunch of names.
Yeah, I could pick it out, I think.
We could do Riddler's Revenge. We could do Doom, or not Doom, Apocalypse, Goliath, Twisted Colossus, Viper, Ninja.
I think it's Viper. I know it's not Goliath. I was on Goliath. Goliath is lame. Twisted Viper. There was 2 you just named that I think it's between.
Viper and Twisted Colossus?
Yeah.
Are those the 2 you're picking between?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you you're wrong.
Oh, damn.
There's only one ride with thrill level 5, and it is X2.
It's X2. I knew X2 was one. I knew X2 was
just
for sure
X2.
One. Really?
Which to me is crazy.
I've never been on X2.
Oh, really?
Every time I've gone, it's shut down.
Oh, interesting.
I've always tried to go on it because I know it's like the ride that everyone talks about that's like crazy.
Here's the thing. It is a crazy ride. Like being on it, it's truly a crazy experience. I understand why X2 is at Thrill 5, but it being the only one at Thrill 5, because everything else, all the ratings are really weird.
Yeah.
Like Tatsu is 4 and Riddler's Revenge is a 4 as well, which I haven't been on that ride in a while, and we went on and I was like, wow, this ride's so fun. It's one where you're standing.
Oh yeah, that one is fun.
Yeah, like I was like, wow, this is like a super fun ride. And then there's some like the thrill levels are crazy. Like, have you ever been on Jetstream? That's the one with the boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ride is so, to me, chill. It's like thrill level 3. And I was like, this should at least be a 2.
Yeah.
Like, this is not thrill level 3.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, the only thing about that one is you get like soaking wet.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's usually whoever is in the back. And David, I was like, he'd never been on Jetstream, and he was like, do you want to sit in the front or back? And I was like, you pick. Just because I didn't want to be like, if you sit in the back, you get wet or whatever. Yeah. And he was like, okay. He's like, I think I want to sit in the front. And I was like, fuck. I was like, God damn it. And then I got fucking sprayed. But we had a great time. It was so fun. And talking about the greatness of Six Flags is not what I want to talk about today. My thing.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
My question is, were you and David, did you and David go alone?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you guys like that couple in line that everyone like hates?
No. We were not at all.
Not even like, you didn't even like do it as like a joke?
No.
Wow.
Not at all. We were honestly being really chill in line. Mostly, I think David and I were just constantly talking in line. So like maybe that was annoying for people around us.
Yeah, people were like, wow, those guys, they get along so well.
Yeah, like we would like,
What good friends.
Rub each other's backs or like, something like that. But nothing like, people who are like hanging on each other and like holding each other close. Because also it was hot as fuck.
I think if I was in line and I was in a relationship and then a couple started doing that shit next to me, I'd like start mimicking them.
Yeah, I was just like, listen, I was like, David, I love you, but it's so hot. If you touch me and try to like hold me close, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Because it is an inferno in here. Mm-hmm. But the thing I wanted to talk about Six Flags, and really this kind of extends to all theme parks in general, but truly at Six Flags was I really experiencing it, which is why is it when everyone goes to like a theme park, does it feel like it's their first day on Earth?
Yeah.
Why don't people know how to walk and like pull over and stop and like, not just be insane? Like, what is it about going to a theme park where people are like, yeah, I was born today and this is how I think things should go. Like when I'm walking somewhere and you're standing in front of me and you just stop in the middle of a walkway, a busy walkway, and I run into you on accident because you just stopped. You can't get mad at me.
No.
You can't say shit. You can't be like, excuse me.
Yeah.
You say, oh, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. I'm a little dummy. I'm a stupid little dumb baby. I don't know anything. I just shit my pants. Like, that's what you can say. You can't say, excuse me. You can't say, watch where you're going.
No, they have to say all that.
Yeah, they have to say all that. And then honestly, they need to get on the floor and beg for my forgiveness.
Yeah.
They need to beg for my forgiveness and then cut the line for me at a ride that I want to go on.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. And I just don't understand, like, it's just about having spatial awareness. It's about being a fucking person. And everyone at these parks lacks this. People will be like when I'm walking, I try to be conscious, especially when I'm in a crowded place. If I'm like, oh shit, I'm walking the wrong way. You know what I don't do? Turn on a fucking dime and go straight the other way.
No.
I go, I'm walking the wrong way. I'm going to pull over towards the direction that I should be walking. Then when I'm out of the way of people, turn and walk.
Yeah.
Not just, fucking whip around and be like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here. What'd you think? There was no one behind you? Everyone's shoulder to shoulder in this theme park. You think you're the one person. You think you're the one fucking person at this park that no one is walking behind. You think you're just like floating through the ether. You think you're like a spiritual elemental wind being that you create no space and take up no matter and you can just do whatever you want. You're not. You're not that. You're a dumb bitch who's a little baby who pooped their diapers. I need to beg for my forgiveness because what is your problem? And also just like standing in line, in what world are you standing around a bunch of people who are also hot and waiting and maybe a little miserable and you whip out your phone and start watching videos on full volume, full blast? I don't want to hear your stupid videos. I don't want to. People need to remember what the fuck headphones are. If you want to watch a video in public, put your fucking headphones in. Do not start blasting your video. The only time it's like acceptable is if like you and your friend are sitting on a couch together not talking and you get to just watch videos together. That's like fine. Or if it's you by yourself, no one else is out in public around you and you're fucking in an empty park, then you could do it. When I'm standing in line right next to you and you're full blast watching this fucking video that sounds so stupid, like, today I tried the viral ice soda beer and I'm gonna, like, no, I don't want to hear that. And you know what else you can't do on full volume? You can't take a FaceTime call in the middle of a line and just start talking at full volume. Because here's the thing. You're talking to your friends in a line. That's fine. Whatever. And even then, don't be like screaming and yelling while we're all standing so close to each other in line. It's hot. I'm annoyed. I'm in line. I'm waiting. We're all waiting for the same thing. You answering this person while David and I were waiting to go on, I think it was Goliath. We're waiting and this person fully answers a FaceTime call and just starts like talking about how miserable they are in this moment with this person at full volume on full blast, like everything. And then this person's also just like saying a bunch of shit, being loud and screaming so loud that the microphone's getting pitchy and it's hurting my ears. And I'm like, I should legally be allowed to kill you. I should legally be allowed to take your teeth, put it on the dirty little bars that are containing us on this line, and curb stomp you. I should. Because what the fuck? People just don't know common courtesy anymore. People are just like so stupid when it comes to theme parks. Like everyone loses their minds. They're like, oh, yeah, no, this is how you operate. You just are disrespectful and you don't care about space anymore. Like that's what being a human is about. And it's so annoying. But like Six Flags was so fun. But it like to that day, I felt like people were really trying it. And it was a crowded day.
Here's the thing. This is what I'm going to say. People as a collective are really dumb.
Yeah.
And I think I genuinely I like to go into situations assuming people are good. I think I've learned over the years that you need to give people the benefit of the doubt. But in the back of my mind, I always kind of have this idea. Most people, everyone has something. Everyone's got a thing.
Yeah.
Most people are dumb and inconsiderate. Most people only think about themselves.
Yeah.
Most people keep their head down. Most people are not alert.
Yeah.
And then you get in a situation like that's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it's like the level of like thought drops a lot because you're in the heat and you're like in an unfamiliar location.
Yeah.
So it's like brings out the worst in people.
Yeah. And can I just say about like the heat thing? We're all hot. It's hot. And we're in line. We're waiting in these long lines sometimes.
Yeah.
Now is not the time to choose to be a bitch.
No. And if you're going to be a bitch at Six Flags, don't go.
Yeah, don't go. Especially if you're going to be like outwardly a bitch. Like, just don't be there. Like, what the fuck is your problem?
I would say don't go. So many people go on vacation, go to things like this, and the whole time they complain, the whole time they bitch.
Yeah, they're just in a bad mood.
The whole time they're in a bad mood. And it's like, don't fucking come. Don't fucking come and ruin my time. Do not come.
Do not come.
I don't want you to come.
Yeah, thank you. But I just people need to act right at theme parks. And I think I should be allowed to bring like a cattle prod to theme parks and just electrocute people who aren't acting right.
This thing is, I think people need to be, I genuinely think that shame is important. People need to be shamed for their actions.
Yeah.
And I don't mean the bullying online. I mean, like, your friends and family need to shame you.
Yeah. It's like imagine screaming right now. Like,
yeah.
I should have said that to the person who was on the phone. I'd be like, imagine being on FaceTime right now.
Yeah. Imagine being upset at Six Flags.
Yeah. Can I also tell you, here's another one that fucking was crazy to me. This woman, and you know, I don't know the full story of whatever, but she has like an electric scooter cart, and we're in the line for Jetstream, which the beginning of that line is an extremely narrow enclosed corridor. From what I observed after a little bit after the fact, she seems to be able to walk around fine and stand for a prolonged period of time. But instead of just like leaving the scooter at the entrance of Jetstream and standing in the line or whatever, you know, because if you're doing that, you can always sit on the rails or sit down somewhere. She proceeds to bring the scooter into the narrow hallways of the Jetstream waiting line and is like backing up and reversing into people as she's trying to like take corners and stuff. And then isn't saying sorry or like, excuse me. Or like, so could you give me some space? She's just doing it and like hitting people.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, you suck. Yeah. And then when we get to, here's the thing.
Was she like alone?
No. She was with two other people. And at one point she like rammed into someone and she like backed up and was like, whoop. And then didn't say anything. And then the guy who was with her, I think was either her friend or child, was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And the woman just goes, she's fine.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
I'd be like, I'm leaving you here.
yeah, I'd be like, oh, I'm killing you. Like, you're actually,
Well,
I'd be like, you're done.
Time to abandon Grandma at the Six Flags.
Yeah. And here's the thing. She wasn't like an old lady. She was maybe 40.
Oh my God. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, I get if you can't like
Imagine ramming into someone and being like, you're fine.
literally. Yeah, I hit you with my
They're like in pain. Get up.
yeah, I hit you with my car and I'm like, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. I just hit you with my car, chill.
Yeah, my car flipped 4 times into a field of lava, but you're good.
Yeah. Go
Like,
for a walk. Stop overreacting.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And I was just watching her, and David at one point just looks at me and I was like, I can't even start. I was like, I literally cannot start on this because if we do, I am just going to be like, what the fuck?
People need to be shamed, dude.
Yeah. And it was just like, here's the other thing about Six Flags and like when you're at theme parks is when you're standing in the line with people, the people who are immediately around you, you start to like get to know them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're spending all this time next to each other and you get these snippets into their lives and you really start to understand some people. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's like, oh, huh.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes you're like, wow, you suck. The funny ones are good. Like if we went to Tatsu, which was like the first ride we rode, which normally Tatsu's line is like always an hour long.
Uh-huh.
But when we got there, it was like 15-minute wait. And we were like, oh, let's just go straight to
Nice.
Tatsu.
Hell yeah.
So we went into that, but we were staying in line and there was like this like group of school kids that were all hanging out with each other and all clearly like went to the park today together.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like watching them like understanding their dynamic, like, oh, you have a crush on him and like you're the outsider in this group and
Yeah.
she's the annoying friend because everyone keeps looking at her when she speaks like sideways. And it was just like really funny. And then it was also affirming because then when I was like in the park, I would keep seeing some people that I would see in lines and I'd be like, what are you up to now? Like, what are you doing? Like that school group of kids, the 2 that I called, I'm like, oh, I think they have a crush on each other. Mm-hmm. They separated from the group and started riding rides together.
Wow.
And we saw them on like 3 other ride lines. Mm-hmm. And I was like, ooh, I knew it. But you could tell when they were looking at each other, like on the rides, they'd be like,
yeah.
This is fun.
That was probably like a big day for them.
Oh, it was a huge day for them. And I was
Mm-hmm.
rooting for them.
Yeah. Good for you.
You
know what's always fun is like you run into people at Six Flags who like go there on their own.
Yeah.
Like someone who has a pass who's just they don't go with friends. They are just there to ride the rides.
And I appreciate that.
Those people, if you talk to them, they're always the nicest people.
The nicest
and
people.
they've got like the info because they
Yeah.
come like every other day.
Yeah. Also, about the passes thing, kind of. I think Six Flags has a disproportional way of letting in fast pass people.
And what do you mean by that?
I think there needs to be a balance in how many people with the fast pass get to like
because it's just like another line.
truly go fast past you.
Yeah.
Like Universal and Disney seem to have like a better system of it where it feels a little less unfair.
Uh-huh.
Six Flags, like particularly when we were sitting on Jetstream, it would be like we were standing there for so long and people with fast passes would come up and they'd just be like they keep you in, they stop you in front of this bridge that leads to Jetstream. Mm-hmm. And then you kind of stand on the bridge and then you go down and you get in a boat. We were just standing in this line waiting to go onto this bridge for so long, like just waiting, like, and they would let us go like one at a time, like one group, and then like 5 minutes would pass, next person. And I'm like, the bridge ain't that crowded and people are getting on these boats pretty consistently. But the reason for that is because the moment a fast person walks up, they just go.
Oh.
Go.
So they don't have to wait at all.
At all.
I thought you went the other way. It's like the fast pass doesn't work at all.
No.
Like,
it works a little too well.
Yeah.
I was
yeah,
like,
because if you go
in
to
my
Disney or
mind-
Universal, if you have the fast pass, you still have to wait.
Yeah,
It's just like a more exclusive line.
They get you to a more like a different part of the line, basically.
Yeah, it's like guaranteed. Like they bring like 3 groups, and then it's
Yeah.
like you go, and
And
so
I was-
it's like supposed to go a little quicker.
And I was like looking at a lot of these fast pass rides and like watching how the flow went. And I was like, honestly, I guess next time I come here, I'll spend the $20 extra to get the fast pass because people were
Yeah.
just zipping to the front of lines.
it's only 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, maybe we should get a fast pass. But I was like, it'll be fine. Like, I'm fine with waiting in rides. And then I was like really seeing how many people are like flying through these lines. And I was like, damn, okay, I guess I have to fucking get the fast pass then. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But it was like, I was like, this is elitism. This is privilege. But anyways, I don't have like a really good like point about this whole Six Flags things, but I think people just need to act right when you're in public.
Yeah.
Because I will drop kick you if you do that.
And I just think it's like parents do not teach their kids anymore how to be, right? They don't teach them how to like live in a society.
Yeah. And also just like be content with being where you are.
Yeah. It's like get over yourself and learn how to be happy.
Yeah.
Like just enjoy. Like, don't go if you're going to be miserable. Don't go if you're going to ruin the day.
Yeah. And also, if you have a child, I'm not going to let you cut in front of me.
No. You don't get that privilege.
Yeah. I don't give
a
fuck.
That is not a thing.
I don't give a fuck about your child.
Yeah.
If you really loved your child, you would have spent that $20 extra for the fast pass. Mm-hmm. But you didn't.
Yeah.
And don't make it my problem.
No.
Because let me tell you, if everyone else before me let you cut, you're not getting past me.
Yeah.
And if the person in front of me says you could cut me, I'll say no. And I will stand in front of you and stop you.
Yeah. That's a little too confrontational for me, but I agree with the sentiment.
Yeah. And you know what? And I'll kick the kid. I'll teach that little bitch a lesson.
You should.
Because they're young. I can traumatize them real easy.
Yeah. And they can't learn. They can't learn that this is how they can go about their life.
No.
That's not a good lesson.
No.
So it's really you're helping them.
Yeah. Same like, oh, it's not my fault you didn't book your seats together on the plane. Mm-hmm. You want me to give up my prime aisle seat?
Yeah.
For a middle seat?
No.
You actually should open the emergency exit and die.
Absolutely not.
No. By the way, aisle seat is where it's at. People are all about the window, The window is so overrated.
I've got some things to say about this. Actually, it's really related to my topic.
Okay. So you know what? And a segue, let's go to what your thing is.
Okay. Well, my thing is, my segment here today is on travel. I have traveled quite a bit over the past couple days.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the good, the bad. There have been some really good high points, I will say. Really good high points. Mm-hmm. And some of the lowest points I've ever experienced in my life.
Okay.
I got in today.
Yeah, you did.
Just this morning I got in.
When you were supposed to get in last.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Brenda, William, and I, we get on a plane. We're going to go visit my family.
Yep.
And we had a layover in the Denver airport.
Yum.
So yeah, we had a 6-hour layover in the Denver airport.
Oh.
And it was crazy. But I prepared. Brenda prepared. We got to the Denver airport. The flight was super chill to Denver. We flew out of LAX, which was meh, but we got there. And Brenda and I were hungry, dude. We were hungry. I don't eat. There's a lot of stuff I don't eat, so I'm vegan. So I was like, we got to go find food. We leave William with the bags. Brenda and I go out. And so like the thing is, we flew Frontier. And if you fly Frontier, then you're in, when you leave the Frontier section of the Denver airport is like, I don't even know how to, it's like the slums of the airport. It's like the basement of the airport. It's like a dusty basement where they throw some chairs for you. And there's like one little like gas smart place to buy gum. That's what like the Frontier section. And Brenda and I had never been to the Denver airport, so we didn't know. We were like, maybe this is it.
Yeah.
So we're like, surely there's more. We have to go find it. So we leave. We're tired, but we leave. We're like, we got 6 hours ahead of us. The morale is low.
Yeah.
The morale is 0 at this point. No, I would say the morale was a 4 because we had the hope to leave.
And this was going to.
This was going to Indiana. This was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, okay.
But I need to set this up because it's relevant.
Yeah, it is relevant.
It is relevant. So, because we're at the Denver airport and we're going down this hallway. We're leaving the Frontier section because like there's nothing here for us. This is a barren land, and we turn left because we see a baggage claim. It's like go this way for baggage claim, go this way for more gates. So we're like, let's go to the more gates route. We go there. It's just more of the same. Barren chairs, all the same chairs, disgusting. There were no comfy chairs. The chairs were really hard. And it was like it was getting more crowded as we were going. We're going to this hallway. Like, it was like packed with people for some reason. And at that point, the morale dropped to like a 0.
Yeah.
Because Brent and I looked at each other and were like, is this it? Is this all Denver has to offer? We were like, surely not. We were going crazy. And I was like, and Brent's like, should we go back? Should we just give up? And I'm like, that's 6 hours. And I'm like, should go check out the baggage claim. We should go walk up to the baggage claim. Because, like, there's a point of no return when you go to baggage claim. We were worried about hitting that and not being able to get back in.
That's what I was thinking.
And we didn't take our IDs with us. We left everything with William. So.
What?
It was just Brenda and I.
I
Look, okay, we were just going to get food. That's all we were going to get. We were like, that's all we need.
But like in an airport though, like where bitches are constantly trying to be like, show me who you are.
Yeah, whatever. It was fine. William had the stuff. We don't want to carry anything. Okay, so anyway, we go up to baggage claim. Thank God we did. When Brenda and I looked at each other as we were going up the escalator, we now enter like what looked like a giant mall. We go up the escalator, nice. Huge mall area. There's no gates to be found. It just looks like a mall. And Brenda and I look at each other and we're like, did we just like discover the Denver airport? we were like, oh my God, we're like adventurers.
Yeah.
We were like, this is the equivalent of like going to the moon. We were like, we've gone where no man's gone before.
You left the Denver rat port and went into the airport.
Yeah, we were like, wow, thank God. And we're like, this is amazing. We're like shocked there's a McDonald's. We were like,
wow, they have this here? It's a Panda Express.
Yeah, we saw a Qdoba and like freaked out. We're like, oh my God, there's little shops. We're like stopping at the shops.
What the fuck?
We're like, this is amazing.
This is too little travel time to be losing your mind. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, the morale had been so low in the beginning. It was like we'd been shot.
How long from when you left William till discovering the airport did this occur?
I would say this was in the span of maybe 20 minutes.
Again, way too short of a time to lose your fucking
how
mind.
Bad the frontier section was. We were like, this is it for the next 6 hours. Like we were crashing out over that.
Okay.
We were very worried.
Okay, so you discovered the airport.
And they have their own subway system.
Oh,
we were
that's
like
cool.
If you look underneath, there's like subways leaving. And Brenda and I almost got on it. We really wanted to because they had golfing. There was golfing, free mini golf in like a section of the airport. We're like, we gotta go find that. But we lost track of time.
Yeah.
We were meant to go get William food while we're doing this.
This is nearly the equivalent of William going to Vegas.
Brenda and I, we like walked. There's like this sculpture, and we like stopped to look at the sculpture, and it's like huge, and we're trying to figure out what it is, and we're like, is it complete? It's like really ugly. Because like the Denver like sculpture, we're like, what's it meant to be? It was like these tracks, and it was like in the center of the mall airport that like went down to the like there's a big opening that goes down to like the subway, and it looks like tracks, but then up above it looked like a like maybe an abstract version of a rocket, and we're like trying to figure it out, and we're like, yeah, this is not a good sculpture. We can't figure out what it's meant to be, and we both were like, it looks like a construction zone. We're like, yeah, I guess they're not known for their architecture. And we were just sitting and like, we were having so much fun, like walking and discovering things in the Denver airport. And we're like going around, we're walking. We go past the mall section, which is very huge. And we go to like the walkways that move. Mm-hmm. They have the moving walkways. Love those.
The Twilight walkways.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Every time I'm on it, I pretend that I'm a vampire. It's so fun. And then we passed this bookstore, and I'm like, there's something up with that bookstore. It's not a bookstore. And we go to it, and it's a speakeasy. And we're like, oh, it's a speakeasy. And they had a vegan breakfast sandwich and a vegan burger and fries. And the food looked good. And we sent William the menu, and William was like, oh yeah, I'll eat there. And we're like, oh yeah, we should totally eat here. But then Brendan and I are like, we don't want to stop exploring. Like, we've discovered so much. So we need to keep going. So we're like, we'll come back here. We need to go keep exploring.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we did text William the menu, so his expectation that food was coming soon was really high. So it was fine though. It was fine. We told him we were exploring.
Uh-huh.
So we kept going deeper and deeper and deeper into the Denver airport. We didn't scratch the surface. I'll tell you right now, we didn't scratch it, but we did discover the best thing about the Denver airport. When you get to the end, if you follow the frontier up the escalator, go through the mall, you get to the end of that line, there is an outside seating area.
Ooh.
And there were, every time we discovered new chairs, we sat in them to test them out. And the chairs got like progressively better. Like it was like it got nicer and nicer and nicer as you moved up in like the at Denver airport.
That's fun.
Yeah. So, but the outside seating was the best. There was a fire pit.
Ooh.
Yeah, Brendan and I we like sat out there for a long time, and we were in these chairs. They kind of look like blueberries. we sat outside for a long time, looking out at like Denver, and we were like. We were genuinely like, I was like, this is the most fun I've ever had at an airport. But it was like, me too. and we were like looking out, and we were both like, I don't think we should leave this place. and we're like, I know.
Too little time has passed. Way too little time has passed. Because you know what's happening while you're having this transcendental experience at the Denver airport is I'm sitting at our house just working, hanging out with Crystal, and you're like, we should never leave the Denver airport. Like, what the fuck? It was day 0, bitch.
It was just like shockingly nice. We were like, and it was so nice to be outside. We sat in those blueberry chairs for the longest time. This bug came by.
Yeah.
The bug was crawling on me.
William's starving.
We like flicked the bug, but then we felt bad. We like found it, tried to save its life, and we sat it down. And we found a hot sauce packet. We were like, wow, the Denver airport provides. we were just so shocked at how nice it was. Then we sat in the sun next to the fire pit.
Yeah.
And we're like, these are the comfiest chairs ever. We're like, we could just stay out here forever. And we're just like.
This confirms to me that if you were in the Yellow Jackets scenario, you would be on Lottie's side.
Anyway, we stayed outside for a good amount of time. 4.5 hours passed before we got back to William.
Oh my God.
If
I was William, I would be furious.
Well, he wasn't pushing food. It's not like he was complaining or anything. We were like, we're going to go look around. We're going to like, we're going to go do stuff. Anyway, Brandon and I on the way back were like, we'll stop at the speakeasy. We go to the speakeasy. They asked for our names. They're like, we need to know your names. So we were like, Brenda, Christina. And then they bring us into the speakeasy. The speakeasy was fine. It was like cute. You go through a bookcase. Oh. So it looks like a little book. It looks like a place where they sell books, but it's not. And you go in, and when you enter the door, they're like, hello, Brenda and Christina. They like said it was creepy.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. They said our names a lot. And what's weird is like the vibe. Brenda and I were not drinking, right? We're not drinking, but I think they thought we were going to drink because we were young. But they sat us at the bar, and we're like, no, we just want to order food. But the bartenders, their job is to talk.
Yeah. Their
job is to like talk to the people. So like the guy came up to us, and we saw the other guy do it with the guy next to us. He's like, hey, my name's Tim. How's it going? Can you believe? I don't know. He's like making conversation, and like the people are like enjoying it. Like and the guy comes up to us, and he's like, our waiter was clearly new, because he's like, hey, what can I? He's like, oh wait, hey, I'm Jacob. And he like paused. He's like, oh right, I have to introduce myself. It was like really interesting, and he was like, hey, Brenda, Christina, good to have you in here. And we're like, we're not a part of this. We just want food.
Yeah, don't include me in your play.
Yeah.
This is just like the Trader Joe's cashier checkout.
We were like, look, we just want food, and we're going to get food. And the food was so interesting. The fries had this like smoky liquid on them that had like an orange aftertaste, but it also had a smoky taste to it. But it was like the liquid on the fries, and it kind of burned a little when you ate them. Ooh. Yeah, it was good. I couldn't pronounce the word. I couldn't remember the word, but it's like something fries. And I was like, I want fries, so we'll get them. And then we finally got food to go to bring back to William. And then we proceeded to sit with William for the next hour and a half. And that was the worst hour and a half of the whole trip. Because that was like, after everything we'd been through, we like crashed when we got back to William. We were like, damn, we're back in like the friggin' basement of the Denver airport where they throw all the trash and they have the worst uncomfy chairs.
The rat port.
Yeah. It was like so, like that part of the airport, it was so uncomfortable, and like, and it just had nothing to offer. It was barren, dude. It was like a desert land. And you had to like venture out to get to the other stuff. And that's what Brenda and I both agree. We're like adventurers. And literally we would have gone to the golf. We were like, we don't have time because we'd have to get on the subway to like get to the golfing. So we're like, oh, we don't have time to like figure it out. So anyway, that was the trip there. we do the trip. Whatever, it was fun. I got to see my family.
Awesome, positive. Woo.
Yeah, I went to the lake. Okay, so trip back.
Yeah.
We found out we are going to have a layover in Denver again. And this is what happened. The day of the trip, my aunt calls. She's like, we want to go to the lake. We want to spend one last day at the lake. I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because the traveling last time was so easy. And our layover this time is only 40 minutes. So it was a very quick layover. We were going to be home fairly early. We're leaving at 9 p.m. We were going to be back here in Burbank at 1 a.m. So I was like, that's pretty good. So I was like, I'd go spend some time at the lake. So me, Brenda, Will, we're hanging out at the lake with the fam. We're like going on the boat. I'm playing with the kids. I'm having a good time. I'm out in the sun. I'm wearing myself out. I'm like, it's fine. Because even though we're going to travel, I can handle it. All right. It's totally cool. So Brenda and I, we get dropped off at the airport. William takes another flight. So he leaves. He's no longer with us.
Yeah.
He's gone. We separate fairly early at the Indianapolis airport. At the Indianapolis airport, we get a message. We're there 2.5 hours before our flight. We get a message that says our flight has been delayed an hour. So it goes from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. And that's fine. Brenda and I were like, whatever, no big deal. A few minutes pass. I'm thinking about that 40-minute layover we have in Denver.
Yep.
And I'm like, an hour delay and the 40-minute layover. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, surely not. surely we can't miss our flight in Denver. And I'm like, and Brenda, I look over at her and she's kind of has a similar face. We haven't said anything. No one's addressed it.
Yeah.
But I look over at her and she's kind of like, she has a thinking face on too. And I like pull up my phone. I'm like doing the math. I'm like, surely not.
Yeah.
We like call William. We're like telling him, call William and we're like, so this is like the situation. He's like, oh yeah, you guys are going to miss your flight. And we're like, yeah, so I guess, but surely not, right? Like, of course, they'd factor this in. They'd wait for us, right? We're like, we're in denial.
Layover flights are willing to wait, but I think you only get a 15-minute extension.
Yeah, no, that was never going to happen because some more shit happens that's crazy. I
don't know any of this, by the way, dear listeners. So
all Kole knows. Well, Kole knows how much later we got in from our original time.
Yeah, I do know your new arrival time.
Yeah. So we're talking, and then William suggests when we land in Denver, we talk to them. And Brenda are like, okay, when we land in Denver, but Brenda's got a checked bag, and she's nervous. I'm nervous. And Brenda suggests, she's like, let's just go talk to him now. We know we're going to miss it.
Which you should do.
Yeah. But Brenda said the words, and Brenda later on recalls not saying these words. She was like, oh, it was your idea. I was like, no, girl, you said we should talk to them. It was her idea. But later, like, she didn't remember saying that. She was like nervous. She was like in shock. She was just saying stuff. But I was like, no, that's a good idea. I immediately got up. And I was like, I'm going to go talk to them. Mm-hmm. So, like, it worked because I feel like I needed someone to say we should do this. And then, like, I was like, I'll do it. So then I go up there. I take Brenda's tag with me. And I go up there and I tell her the whole situation. I'm like, I've done the math. And the math's not mathin'. We're going to miss our flight. Yeah. And the lady, I tell her all the information. I'm like, 40-minute layover, 50-minute delay. We're going to miss it. And she's like, She types for a little bit. And she looks up at me and she goes, yes, I see here you're going to miss your flight. Then pauses. Doesn't say anything else. I look around. I'm like, what's she waiting for? And then I'm like, oh, is she waiting for me to respond to that? I'm like, well, of course, fix it, please. Like, can you fix it? Because we don't want to stay in Denver forever.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, yeah, of course. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be nice because it's not her fault.
You're just telling her this for fun.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, great. We both know I'm going to miss the flight.
Hey, girlie. Guess what? I'm literally going to miss my flight. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then she says something crazy. She's like, Yeah, we could get you out of Denver at 6 a.m. tomorrow. And I was like, surely there's something better than that. And she's like, let me get my associate. And I'm also like, oh, there's a checked bag too. And she's like, okay, let me get my associate. And she gets the associate, this guy. He like pulls me over to the side and she's like, I'm gonna start boarding this other plane. So she's like, talk to this guy. This guy is like, yeah, no, it looks like you're gonna miss your flight, but you got two options. Now, the previous lady, she'd only told me the 6 a.m. flight. So I was like, oh, thank God there's a second option. It's probably better. It's probably better than the 6 a.m. run. And he's like, so you could fly out of Indiana tomorrow at a different time and get like a different layover and just like have a totally different flight. And we'll just cancel everything right now. Or you fly out of Denver at 7 a.m. He pushed it back an hour. He was like, actually, it's 7 a.m. And I was like, oh, the other option's worse. Because I was not about to stay in Indiana another day.
Yeah.
And my mom didn't refuse to take us on the highway. She dropped me off at my like cousin's house and had him drive us to like the airport because she like hates the highway. So like it was like a hassle to get here. It's not like the airport's close to the house.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, and I'm like, I'm just now like just saying shit to the guy. I like went on like the inner peace I reached in this moment.
Gone.
It was like, no, I was like,
Oh, you were deep in it.
I was deep in it because I was like, I accept this information. I accept this. And this is my life now. I understand. And that's okay. That's okay. And I'm like, how am I going to break the news to Brenda? That was like in my head. I was like, she's not going to be able to handle this.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I'm like, okay, well, here's her checked bag ticket. Like, make sure she gets over. He prints us our new boarding passes. So now what was originally a 6-hour travel time has extended into 16 hours.
Because you took the option to leave at...
We took the option to leave the Denver airport at 7 a.m. the following day.
What happened to the 6 a.m. option?
Dude, I don't know. I think that she was smoking crack.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I asked about other stuff. He was like, yeah, we can't. And like, we were like, oh, maybe we'll get to sleep, right? Because like, there's like the Denver airport has a hotel attached to it and also has like cot things. And he was like, yeah, unfortunately we can't, because we're staying there overnight essentially. So he was like, yeah, we can't accommodate you for anything because it's not our fault the flight got delayed. Actually, it's just the weather, so that's not really covered. So it's not our fault. So we can't really give you anything for this. And we're like, I'm just like, I said, okay, thank you. And I turned around and walked away.
That was powerful.
Yeah. So I go back to my, I see Brenda off in the distance. As soon as I turn around, she sees me, I see her. And I'm like, I'm shaking my head.
Yeah. No.
I want to prepare her that I'm not coming back
news.
with good news. Not the worst news. It's not dire, but it's not good. You know, we're at the beginning of a long journey. A long journey.
Yeah.
And we had been in the sun all day in the water.
Yeah, the original thought was...
Yeah. At this point, we were tired.
Yeah.
So I go back to her. I tell her the situation. We both like come to we like call people. We're telling them about it. She told me her emotional state. She was like, I'm in denial. And I was like, I also think I'm in denial because my brain is saying like, it's not going to be that bad. She's like, that's also what my brain is saying. And I'm like, I just don't think we're going to feel like that in 10 hours when there's 6 more hours left. And she's like, yeah, no, I'm like thinking about that. And I think that's going to be bad. But we like couldn't process it in the moment. We both were like,
you also can't throw yourself that far ahead because
it really what it is a mental game. It's a mental game.
Yeah.
So we hang out there at the airport. The guy sends a message out to everyone because now over half the people going on the flight are going to miss their layover. No one got up to talk to him. Brenda and I clocked it. We were the only ones that went up to talk to him. That's important. That's relevant. Brenda and I were the only ones that went up and got a flight change. And I did it. We were the only ones. No one else got up and did it.
Okay.
The guy gives everyone a $30 meal voucher. And by everyone, he gives each group a $30 meal voucher. Something Brenda and I figured out is that it was just like groups. So since Brenda and I got our tickets together, we got $30 to share. There was like a group of 6 that also got a $30 meal voucher.
That's fucking crazy.
Fucking bullshit, dude. Oh my God. So we get on the plane, proceed to have the worst flight ever. When the flight got delayed because of weather.
Oh, it was rocky.
The weather was bad. And Brenda and I had a really bright idea because the flight was only half full. We were like, we're going to wait and be the last people that get on the flight, and we're going to sit together no matter what. Because the flight was only half full. So we were like...
For those of you who cannot see it, I'm shaking my head.
It's like it doesn't harm anyone because you know what I mean? It doesn't, there's no one that's getting harmed from this. We're like, we're going to wait, be the last people on the flight. We want to sit together. We're going to sit together for this flight. And we waited. We're the last people in line. We're like, we're geniuses. No one's ever thought of this before. We get on the flight, and Brenda's seat is a middle seat that's like in the middle of the plane. It's not like middle back, and my seat's all the way in the back. And Brenda's like seat is crowded. There's nowhere to sit next to her. So she's like, what's your seat? And I'm like, it's in the back. And she's like, I'm gonna follow you to the back. So we go all the way to the back. And there's a woman in my aisle with a dog, and there's 3 rows behind her that are fully empty. And Brenda proceeds to sit in that row behind her. And the woman starts to get up, and I'm like, I'll just sit right behind my seat next to my friend here. So I was like, oh, that's not a big deal. We're acting like this is Brenda's seat. And then as soon as we sit down, they go, oh, hey, due to like weight distribution, no one can change seats. Like, don't change your seats. You cannot do that. And Brenda looks at me like, she's like, what do you think about the situation? And I look at her and I go, good thing this is our seats. The flight attendant's like right there. I was worried she was gonna say something, so I was like, that's a good thing we're in our seats.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but then there's like shenanigans going on because the guy next to us is like, hey, my wife's pregnant, can she come sit back here with me? His wife is not pregnant. They were lying. They were full on lying. It was obvious. And then this other guy is like, oh, to even it out, could I go sit up with my wife at the front? It's like, we'll do a little switcheroo.
How small was this plane?
It was a normal sized plane. It was just like only half full. So like, I don't know what a plane normally holds, but it was like half the people were on it. Yeah, so people were like, a few people were asking, and it would cause a big uproar. Like the flight attendants would be like, oh, let me talk to this person. Let me talk to this person. They would ultimately say yes. Which, like, I was like, if we asked, they'd say yes. But, like, we're not gonna. We're not gonna. We came up with this idea. We're here. Anyway, yeah. So that happened early on. But then we had the worst flight ever. I Googled, can lightning strike down a plane? Because there was lightning happening all the time. Like, when you looked out the windows, you'd see lightning. Yep. And I was really scared. I was like, can lightning strike down a plane? Like, we should not be flying in it. Turns out it can't. Lightning cannot strike down a plane. Yep. They have like protection against that, which is good. Good on them.
Correct. They also have kind of like a weird lightning rod on most planes. Yeah. There's like a thing that basically distributes the electric current, so it doesn't like actually hit the plane itself. It hits like the outer part of the plane. I looked it up, and because Brenda and I were both concerned, so I Googled it and explained it to her, and I was explaining. We were like going through it. Yeah. But the plane ride was bad, and if you're in the back of a plane, turbulence is usually worse back there. The plane ride was the entire time it was bumpy. And I can sleep on a plane if it's calm. But if it's like that, I do feel like I need to stay alert. Otherwise, we will crash. No, I get it. So the whole time, I was like, I need to stay alert. I'm the only one keeping us in the air. So like Brenda was sleeping. She was like being woken up by the turbulence every couple minutes. But she was trying to sleep. My eyes were wide open the entire time. And everyone's asleep. It's like an overnight flight, right? We're leaving at 9 p.m. I was alert the whole time. I was wide awake. So anyway, we get to the Denver airport. Mm-hmm. We now have like 8 hours to kill, something like that.
Yeah. So we're like, well, we have the $30 voucher. We know what to do. We've been here before. And Brenda are like, oh, we're going to go to that outside area. Right? We originally tried to go find a lounge. I was like, I'd literally be willing to pay to stay somewhere that has like a seat that I could sleep in, like a recliner. But I was like, the most I'd pay was like $250. I was like, I'd pay $250 to sleep somewhere. But there was nothing available. Like the lounges aren't open and the hotel was booked and like the hotel was like $500 anyway a night. So it wasn't doable. So we're like, oh, let's go sleep in that outside area next to the fire pit. We're like, genius. So we trek all the way there. It's pretty far. Cause again, we enter the basement, the frontier zone.
Yeah.
And as we're walking, we're like, wow, we have so much time to kill. And there's like this wingspan thing on the wall. And I'm like, yeah, that's stupid. And Brenda's like, oh, that's kind of cool though. And we're like, keep walking past it. And Brenda's like, yeah, I'd like to know my wingspan. And I'm like, yeah, totally. Sure, for sure. And then she's like, yeah, mm-hmm. And I like stop. And I'm like, do you want to go back and like measure your wingspan on that painting on the wall? And she's like, yeah, I do. So we walked back to measure our wingspans on this like painting on the wall. Which we found it to be inaccurate because it's too high up, so you can't raise your hands like high enough. It like shortens your wingspan, so mine was not accurate because I'm like shorter. Yeah, so it was kind of lame. But it was like fun anyway. Brenda's was really accurate. Hers, it said like 5'6", and she's like, I think 5'6". So anyway, we go through the Denver airport. We go all the way to the we go through it. First, we go up to this new area that's like the mezzanine of the Denver airport. Ooh. Yeah, because there's cots up there apparently that are like free, and we're like, oh, let's go over there. They were all taken. Of
course.
Oh, I didn't mention the relevant thing. Okay, when we get off the plane at Denver, right? We get off the plane. Everyone gets off the plane. We're the last people off the plane because we were in the very back.
Yeah.
So everyone gets off the plane before us. We like go to the bathroom. We get out. There is a huge line through the whole frontier section of the airport. A huge line that is not moving. And it's all people that were on our plane. Oh, I also didn't mention... There's a lot that happened on this trip. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to go back just a little bit. Oh, my God. I'm linear storytelling. I'm trying to keep things in order. So after the plane ride, because we got delayed an hour and the plane ride took longer because of all the turbulence, I think, when we landed, there was no gate for us. Oh. So the pilot goes over the thing. He's like, guys... I'm as annoyed as you are. It's going to be a 15-minute wait for the gate.
Oh, to taxi for about,
15 minutes later, he's back on the thing. Guys, you're not going to believe this. They're still looking. It's going to be another 15 minutes. Another 15 minutes goes by. Guys, we're looking. We're looking, guys. Believe me, I'm angry. He's like, I'm angry for you. It's a broken system. They're like,
don't fucking...
The pilot's like ripping.
Fucking patronize me, bitch.
Anyway, we're stuck on this landed airplane for an hour. An hour we were stuck on the airplane. Everyone on the airplane had a connecting flight. Some of them weren't going to miss it. Some of them were going to Arizona, we found out, and they had like an hour and a half layover, so they were going to make it. Every single person missed their flight. Again, when we were at the Indianapolis airport, no one got up to change their flight except for me. I know I was paying attention. I was the only one that ever went up and talked to them.
Because because here's the thing, waiting to do it at Denver is a William move, clearly.
Yeah. So,
which is what all those people were doing.
Yeah. So when we get off the plane, we go to the bathroom, we get out, and there's a huge line. And we're like, is this the line to just get out of the airport? Because it's like taking up the whole hallway. And I look at Brenna and I go, we're not standing in that line. We're going to squeeze past all those people. Like, we're not standing in that line. Why would we stand in that line? We're not trying to go get baggage. We're trying to get the hell like out of this hallway. So we like walk past. It's all people in our plane. And we're like walking past them. Every single person that was on our flight is in that line. And Brenna and I are just like, what the hell? What the hell are they doing? They're all in line to talk to the Frontier guest help section, which is like the place is dead because our flight got in at like 1 a.m. in Denver, and there's no one at the help desk yet. And they're all in line waiting to get helped, waiting to get like a new flight. And Brenda and I were like, wow, we dodged a bullet.
Yeah, no, that was rookie moves all around.
Yeah. Brenda was like, if we had to wait in that line, I would have cried. And I was like, yeah, I would have cried too.
Yeah, like I understand the people who had like an hour and a half buffer.
Yeah, they didn't know they were going to be stuck on the flight for an hour.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So anyway, finally we're like, all right, we're going to go to that outside area and go to sleep. We were like, that'll be really exciting. We did look for these cots, but the cots were full. When we like learned the cots were full, we did take a break. I had bought some grapes that turned out to have mold on them, so we couldn't eat them at the Indianapolis airport.
Damn.
But I also bought a bag of vinegar flavored pistachios. And when I tell you those pistachios got us through our darkest times, I don't know what happened. We like, when I showed Brenda the pistachios, we both tried and we're like, oh, these are like surprisingly good. We're like, oh yeah, these are good. And then Brenda and I made a decision that the pistachios were like our emergency reserve. We're like, we take these out when things are dire.
Oh yeah, because I guess a lot of the food places would be closed at this time of night.
But also it became kind of like an emotional, like kind of support thing.
Yeah.
So like when we were like down, when we learned the cots were empty, we sat down on the floor and we ate the pistachios. And we both were like, this is helping. This feels like security.
This is coping.
Yeah. So then we like ate the pistachios for a bit. We get up, we like trek down all the way past the speakeasy. We know this area, like we know this area.
Yeah.
This is our airport.
Yeah, you've been done now.
Brenda agrees with me. She was like, this is the best airport. Like we both think that even though we were miserable, the Denver airport is a 10 out of 10 airport. We love it there.
Cool.
Yeah. So
never been.
highly recommend. Highly recommend. You got to check out that outside patio. Very nice.
Yeah.
A really nice situation.
So did you guys sleep on the outside patio?
Well, we get there. The patio opens at 6 a.m.
Bruh.
Yeah. No, Brenda and I were both devastated. We were like, we wanted nothing more than to sit by that fireplace. Well, that's like all we wanted to do was sleep by that fire pit. That's like literally all we wanted. So we ended up, luckily the Denver airport does have comfier chairs. So we ended up on these little couches where we slept for a little bit. And then we got up. I feel like I slept for like an hour and a half maybe. Brenda, I think, slept for maybe a little bit. But we got up. We watched Psycho on my phone for 2 hours. Very surprisingly, very good comfort show. Brenda and I both it like calmed us. It was very soothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 4 a.m. rolls around. Things are starting to open. Restaurants are starting to open. Brenda's kind of been hungry, but she's been waiting because the way the meal voucher ticket works is you have to spend it all at once at one location. Mm-mm. There was like a lot of set rules with the meal voucher.
There always are.
But she was like waiting because there wasn't any vegan options open. But at 4 a.m., this little burritos, this breakfast burrito place opened that had a vegan burrito that sounded really good. So we're like, oh, we'll go there. So at 4 a.m. it opens. We got there at 3 a.m. We saw them setting up. We're like, when you guys open? They're like 4 a.m. So we're like, okay. And we like parked close by so we could watch them and be ready. And we like watched another episode of Psych. So like I got a breakfast burrito. Brenda got a sandwich. I also got a chai tea. I was reinvigorated. Also, I put so much hot sauce on that burrito. It felt like I had burned a hole through my body. But like in a really good way. It like alerted me. You know, it's like kept me going. It's like when you're like dying, you're bleeding out on the field and then you like tase yourself to keep going. That's like what I did to myself. Yeah,
that classic scenario of when I'm bleeding out in the field and I have to tase myself to keep going. What are you living in fucking Blade Runner?
That's what it felt like. That's how I felt. That's like, I was like, this is like a survival move. I was like covering this thing in hot sauce. It was like swimming in hot sauce. Brenda like couldn't believe it. She was like, yeah, that's probably really spicy. And I was like, it is. Yeah. So we watched another episode of Psych while we ate. And then we were like, oh, we didn't want to go back to the Frontier section because our flight was in like an hour, 2 hours. And we're like, yeah, the more we can put it off, the better. Because the chairs there are horrible. Worst chairs, only one type of chair, barren land. It's just not a fun place to be.
Yeah.
So it's like the Denver airport. We wanted to stay in like the nice Denver airport area. So we stayed there as long as we possibly could.
Yeah.
And then finally, like an hour before our flight, we went back down there. We spent an hour down there being sad. It's horrible. Then we got on our flight and we were like, we did it. We did it. And the flight was really chill. I actually slept a little bit on that flight. We got to LAX. At LAX, we had to wait in a line to get on a bus. And at that point, we felt like we had to get on
to go to the Uber section.
We had to get on a bus to get to the place to get Brenda's bag.
Oh.
Like to go to baggage claim, we had to wait in line for a bus.
Huh.
Which we did pull out the pistachios in the bus line because at that point we were like, oh, we're home. It's game over for these bitches. We're out. The airport doesn't have us anymore.
Yeah.
And then they were like, ooh, but you gotta get on this bus.
First, you must solve my riddles 3.
Yeah, you gotta get on this bus now.
What walks on 4 legs in the morning?
Yeah, and we were feeling it in the bus line. So we ate the pistachios in the bus line.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we got on that bus and we got Brenda's bag. As soon as we got to baggage claim, we saw it. Brenda started running towards the bag. I panicked. She started running. I freaked sprinting out. Yeah, I started running too. I was like, Brenda, why are we running?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and we got the bag. We walked to LA exit, which is the area that you have to go to call an Uber. You cannot just call an Uber from anywhere in LAX. You have to go to a special little area where they've set up tents.
Yeah.
And you have to go sit in your little area to get your Uber,
which I do like.
Yeah, it's made it easier, but it was a little like the rollout was a bit confusing.
But the roundabout thing is already crowded enough. We don't need everybody ordering Ubers there too.
Yeah. There was an option of a 6-minute walk or the bus to get to the LA exit. We'd had enough of being bussed around. We'd had enough of being in a confined space. We chose to do the 6-minute walk. We walked over. I called the Uber, and we got back to your house. We locked in, watched Love Island.
Yeah.
And then passed the fuck out.
Can I tell you, when the door opened to that car and you both got out, I looked at you both and I said, their spirits are broken. I also looked at Crystal and I said, you better be so fucking sweet right now.
Yeah, Crystal cuddled with me for a long time.
Yeah, she missed you a lot. But you know what? You guys made it through.
We did. And there were times where we decided we were giving up. It came in waves.
as grief and despair often do.
Yeah. There was every couple hours or so, we'd be like, we just can't go on anymore.
Yeah, because let me tell you, the thing that would get me, I think, would be the hunger.
Yeah.
I think if I was in a desolate airport truly starving, I would be unbelievably upset.
Mm-hmm. The breakfast we got was very good, but we couldn't get it till 4 a.m. And the pistachios, though, were helped so much. I meant to bring them because I wanted to give you the experience of trying them.
I did see them on our table.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to have to try one. They're vinegar flavored pistachios.
It sounds good.
It's like a subtle vinegar flavor. They're very good. And we especially because at the start of it, we had moldy grapes. And we didn't know they were moldy. And we each ate a grape and they were like, oh, these are moldy. And we had a thing where we freaked out. We're like, our stomach's going to hurt. And we're trying to eat food to bury the moldy grapes.
Yeah.
Brenda was like, eat food on top of it. It'll fix it. I was like, I don't think that's how that works.
That's not how that works at all.
But you know what it did? It took my mind off the moldy grape. Because again, it was a mental game. That's the thing is that you have to realize is that what you're ultimately doing is you're fighting your mind. It's not the airport. Because the airport's going to do what the airport's going to do.
Yeah.
It's not the people. Because the people are going to do what the people are going to do. It's you. It's you against yourself. It's you being stuck with you for 16 hours. And there's nowhere to escape.
Wow, this bad weather really changed the trajectory of...
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, but like most difficult things in my life, I got through it.
Yeah, wow.
And I'm
that's
stronger
beautiful.
for it. Yeah. And I think Brenda and I honestly bonded a lot.
Yeah, I think the
I feel like it was
biggest
a really good bonding thing.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is that you weren't alone.
Yeah. I would have gone, I'll tell you what, I would have gone crazy. I think I would have cried.
Oh yeah, if I was alone in that scenario, I would be really upset. Because the other thing too about like sleeping, like getting that little bit of rest.
Because you also, your bags.
Yeah,
You have your bags with you.
yeah. I think like that is the biggest problem. Like that's the biggest issue personally. Is I would be like, I can't sleep, I can't rest, I can't leave my bag, I can't put my bag down anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Even when we were sleeping and Brenda was like, oh, we'll take shifts while sleeping. I like wrapped my bag around my arm because I was like paranoid.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't lose my stuff. That would be like, that I would cry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would start.
No, if Brenda, because I was like, because Brenda, I feel like had moments where she was going to cry. And I think I felt those too. But I was like, if I start crying, she's going to start. I was like, I have to be brave for Brenda. Like, that was my thought process is like, I need to be brave and I need to be strong.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. But I think our morale for the most part was high because we knew the Denver airport so well. Like that initial trip, we had
really set you up for success.
We had such a high opinion of the Denver airport.
Yeah.
Where like we can handle it because it's the Denver airport.
Because if you had been stuck in, if you never left the rat port,
no,
and only knew that,
yeah,
it would have been soul crushing to sit there for 10 hours.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to do it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think you would have ever seen me again. I would have been lost to that airport. I literally I would think often, I was like, have I died and is this hell? Because like sometimes there'd be like just enough hope. There'd just be just enough of something to keep you going. But then like it would be despair. And I looked at Brenda and I was like, do you think that we're in hell? And she
Neither
was
of
like,
you wanted to like play on your Steam Deck. Like,
we had no internet.
you don't have to have internet to
Yeah,
play on your
yes, you
Steam
don't.
Deck.
But like, it was like my brain was gone. Like my brain was scrambled eggs. Brenda's was too. We were not like.
Yeah.
Things were not like if I got my Steam Deck out at one point, I stared at the screen for like I stared at the black screen for 10 minutes before I figured out that I had not turned it on. So and as soon as I realized that, I was like, okay, no Steam Deck. No Steam Deck for me right now. No, the most we could do was watch Psych or scroll on Instagram.
Yeah.
That was like the two things we could do.
The two genders.
Yeah. We would like talk to each other once in a while. Brenda did not like my hell theory because she felt like it was too real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like telling her specific things that are happening. It's like if I was going to torture someone for eternity, I was like, I would do this.
You need to keep that inside you.
And Brenda was like, yeah, you're describing our experience here. And I was like, I know. That's why I think we might be dead.
Now I know you are we have to start eating people person immediately.
Oh, whatever. Look,
Absolutely.
I'm just talking, okay? This is how I process. That's how I process the situation. Yeah, oh my God. At one point, this little girl walked past us like in slow motion, staring Brenda down. And I turned over to Brenda and I was like, do we need to fight that little girl?
She was a ghost.
She might have been.
The ghost of Denver Airport.
Yeah, but it was even after spending like 8 hours at the Denver airport, Brenda was like, I still think this is the best airport. And I agree with her. Because it's not the airport's fault, you know? I mean, I guess it is, but it's not like the airport's fault, you know? Like, the Denver airport is still good, and I stand by that.
Shout out the Denver airport. We love you.
So, yeah, that was my thing. My original thing when I came on this was going to be talking about my actual trip that I took, but then I experienced all that travel stuff.
Adversity.
I have to talk about this.
Yeah. Well,
the saving grace was us it was like Brenda saying we should go talk to them now and me going up and talking to them.
Yeah, no. Immediately you go talk to them.
Yeah. Yeah. We processed that we were going to miss our flight. There was no like, oh, I think a lot of people were like, oh, maybe we'll get in time. And we're like, 50-minute, it's not going to work. We're like, it's not going to work. We're like, we processed, we accepted. That was the thing the whole time is I think Brenda and I were like so accepting of what was coming at us. Like we were just so like that we felt like we were in denial. But honestly, I feel like looking back, we were mentally like fortifying ourselves. Like I think that's what it was. Like I look back and I think that's what it was. I don't think it was a denial thing. I think we were like fortifying our minds for the journey. Like I honestly think that's what we did because I went up there, I took care of business. He told me the information. I think I did process it.
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay, thank you."
Wow.
Yeah. And then, he rubbed the salt in the wound by being like, "Yeah, no, we're not going to comp you for a hotel. You got to go get a hotel." I was like, "I'm not even considering a hotel." I told him, I was like, I think we'll just stay at the Denver airport." I think I said it very calmly to him. I said, "We'll stay at the Denver airport." I said, "Thank you. Goodbye."
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
I'm so glad to be back.
Yeah.
And watching, Brenda and I talked about how we were so tired. And we're like, as soon as we get home, we're watching Love Island.
Yeah, no, that was important.
Yeah. And we did. And it was good.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think we only have time for one thing. So I'm going to pick the more fun thing that was submitted.
Ooh, fun thing.
Yeah. So this comes from John.
Oh, hi, John.
Jon.
Yeah. That's the only John I was thinking about.
Good. They said, please rank these grocery stores.
Oh, okay.
Ralph's, Trader Joe's, Pavilions, Sprouts, Vaughn's.
Should I go first or do you want to go first?
I think we just go.
Okay.
I think personally,
I'm going to say Vaughn should be last.
I agree. I also think in terms of like, I think I went to like tier ranking for these. But I think Vaughn's is a true F tier experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's really overpriced. It's like, what do you have to offer? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna honestly say I think Sprouts is a D tier experience.
Really?
Sprouts to me feels like a grocery store that is telling you it has all this stuff and has nothing.
Here's the thing about that. Sprouts is the only store that I can consistently get the cream cheese that I like to get. Sprouts has surprisingly a lot of vegan things. Mm-hmm. So Sprouts to me is B or A.
Wow.
It would never dip. I honestly feel like it's an A.
Wow.
Yeah.
I find myself constantly in Sprouts, one, being like everything's too expensive and underwhelmed with my options.
Mm-hmm. I just like, I go there for specific items that I cannot get anywhere else. So for that reason alone, I suppose I wouldn't go grocery shopping there. I go there for these specific items. So I'd be willing to put it in B.
Yeah. That can be your ranking. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll say Pavilions as well.
That's an F for me.
Yeah, I think Pavilions is not a great grocery store.
I think their options are so limited. Their fruit selection is atrocious.
Absolutely atrocious.
Every
Every time I go to Pavilions too, if I want to just like grab a snack of something, every grocery store has some sort of like grab, takeaway, whatever. Mm-hmm. Why is every Pavilion's like deli section that should have these takeaway meals or whatever a riddle?
Trash.
Yeah,
because their takeaway section, if you look at what their takeaway section should be, it's not a takeaway section. It's a
child just got kidnapped. We should address that.
Yeah, I'm getting the Amber Alert. So
yeah, we just got an Amber Alert. Child's getting kidnapped.
Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, we'll look out for that.
I always do. I always pay attention to what the car is. I'm like, if I'm out and about and I see it, I'll report it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, but the section that has like where it should be the takeaway home meals has a bunch of frozen stuff.
Yeah.
Because I always go there and it's like these are all things you have to take home and cook.
Yeah. Where is like the just sandwich that I can just grab?
They don't have that.
Yeah, like, and if you don't have that, you lose so many points as a grocery store.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It's F tier for me for sure.
Yeah. Trader Joe's.
Well. I mean,
yeah,
that's my place.
Yeah, I mean, I think Trader Joe's is a pretty
an S tier.
Is a pretty S tier grocery store.
Absolutely, their prices are good. Their selection, they have their own
Yeah.
brands.
Oh my God. Speaking of Trader Joe's,
Uh-huh.
I had this crazy interaction when I went to go grocery shopping
Yeah.
last week, and I was being checked out by this man at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
He was an attractive man, young man, and he was like, "So, do you do anything for the 4th of July?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I hung out with some friends, and then me and my partner went to his family's house for like just to eat." And he was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Oh, you have a partner?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, you seem like a guy who would have a partner." He's like, "You seem like," and he just kind of looked at me, and he gave me this look that was like, "You seem gay." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, you just seem like you're like really attractive, and like if you didn't have a partner, I'd honestly be shocked." And I was like, "What is
What
this?"
the hell?
I was like, "What is this interaction?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do you have a partner?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I did. I actually had 2 partners at once." And I was like,
Once is crazy.
and I was like in a throuple? And he was like, "Oh, no." He was like, "I was dating one and dating the other. But they knew about each other." And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay. No, it's like an open thing." And he's like, "Oh no, I'm not like open." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Where is this conversation going?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well, did you have a fun 4th of July?" And he was like, "Oh no, that's actually when my dad died. Like, it's like the anniversary." And I was just like, and I just had to stop talking.
Yeah.
I went, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Well,
And then I looked at my phone and I was like, anything but this conversation.
that's crazy.
And then when I was leaving, he was like, "Hey, thanks for talking to me. Have a good day." And he was like, "Enjoy your partner." And I was like, I did not give him a response.
I'm like,
But that
what
was-
is he? Who do they like? Does Trader Joe's hire a specific type? Do they look for a specific type of person? Is it something in their training? Because what is it
I'm
with
sure
the
that-
checkout at Trader Joe's that like the person always got to talk
But
to you?
but like that was the weirdest interaction I've ever had at Trader Joe's. Like normally
Yeah.
it's people
well,
just
you
being
got
like,
a weird one.
yeah.
You got a weird.
Like
guy.
normally it's people just being like, "Oh, making something first, like blah 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 or whatever," shit like that. But it's
Yeah.
like that was weird. But anyways, I don't want to get too sidetracked. But and then we have Ralph's as our final ranking.
Ralph's. I'm surprised Aldi's isn't on this list because there's an
Who?
Aldi's in Burbank. Aldi's.
Oh,
And Aldi's is a very cheap grocery store.
never been.
Yeah, Aldi's very affordable and they have a good fruit selection. I would say go to Aldi's for fruit.
Well, we're
Good
talking about
fruit
Ralph's.
selection. Okay, but shout out to Aldi's.
Shout out to all these, I guess.
Ralph's I would say is A.
Yeah, I think
You
Ralph's.
can get what you want. No, nothing special.
I think Ralph's is like the gatekeeper of a grocery store entering S.
Yeah.
Like you have to surpass Ralph's in order to get to S tier.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the case.
Because Ralph's does truly have everything.
Uh-huh.
Like whatever I need at Ralph's, I can get it. Except when I have to fight bitches for that rice.
Yeah. I agree.
But except our new Ralph's actually has it stocked down. Like they are stocked up on rice.
I've noticed every time I've gone, it's been there.
Yeah.
It's nice. I think the Burbank Ralph's is really nice.
Yeah, the one that we have next to us now is really good.
Yeah.
But the other one was also good.
Yeah.
But Ralph's has a lot of good stuff. I think Ralph's is the gatekeeper of S tier.
And I feel like my main thing that I judge a grocery store first off is their fruit and vegetable selection.
Totally fair.
Yeah, and I think Ralph's has pretty consistently good fruit and stuff.
And Ralph's
they
has a
get.
great grab and go section. Great.
Absolutely.
And
They
their
do.
sushi is not bad.
I've gotten it before, and it is pretty good. Back when I was eating fish, I had gotten it. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. I want to just I feel like we should add Whole Foods to this list.
Oh yeah, Whole Foods
This is-
isn't on here.
Yeah,
C.
which is I was gonna say Whole Foods feels like a C tier to me.
Too expensive.
It's very expensive.
Here's the thing. There's tons of stuff on the shelf. Most of it useless.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird brands. They don't sell certain brands that you'd want.
Yeah, and they've also
Their grab and go section, although huge, vast with lots of selection, lots of really good stuff, double the price of anywhere else.
Yeah.
If not triple.
Yeah, and then they're
You
also
want to get a little itty bitty half a sandwich? That's gonna be $10.
and they're also like, oh, you could also do like the hot stations and whatnot. Oh yeah, the hot stations. Let me spend $30 for
Yeah.
a small cup of soup.
Yeah, it's oh my god. Yeah, Whole Foods wants to be like where the rich grocery store, where the grocery store
and
where
you know
go
what?
to be
Actually,
better than
they're
everyone
owned by
else.
Amazon, so they go down to D tier.
Yeah, fuck them. And they used to have a ton of vegan selections. They have gutted their vegan options.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
It's horrible. Fuck Jeff Bezos.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jeff Bezos, I gotta pee, so we gotta.
All right, we're done.
We're done.
I
know.
gotta go to sleep.
I know this. Yeah, you gotta go to sleep. I know this was a lot of complaining and a lot of but
Oh, good. Get over yourself. You know what? You can complain. That's fine. All
Yeah.
right. Do we seem like we're in a bad mood? No. I'm living my best fucking life. Fuck you.
But we do love you. Thank you for listening. If you made it here, and check out the Denver airport.
Please do. Go to that patio.
Go to that patio, that campfire.
Tell those blueberry seats I said hi.
Yeah. Bye.